Manchester City have never simply signed midfielders. They have built empires around them. From Yaya Touré's unstoppable power
Touré! Oh! It's an astonishing equaliser!
To Fernandinho's relentless defensive intelligence. From Ilkay Gundogan's impeccable timing to Bernardo Silva's artistry. And now Rodri, whose influence helped him become one of football's most decorated midfielders. Every great Manchester City era has been defined by one thing: a midfielder, capable of controlling an entire match. So the question is, who will write the next chapter? One name is beginning to stand above the rest. A player who isn't even in his 20s, yet already performs with the calmness of a veteran. Ayyoub Bouaddi. Today, we're taking a closer look at the Moroccan wonder kid, exploring what makes him such a special talent, the qualities separating him from players his age, and why he could be the ideal midfielder for Enzo Maresca's Manchester City. Every great story begins somewhere. For Bouaddi, it began on October 2nd, 2007 in Senlis, France, where he was born to Moroccan parents. Like many footballers, his journey started on local pitches long before television cameras ever noticed him. At just 5 years old, he joined neighborhood club AFC Creole, spending 9 years developing through every youth category. Those years shaped far more than his technique. They built his composure, his intelligence, his understanding of the game. By 2021, at only 13 years old, his performances had attracted some of France's biggest academies, including Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain. Yet instead of following the obvious path, Bouaddi chose Lille, a decision that may have changed everything. Lille have earned a reputation as one of Europe's finest talent factories. Players such as Eden Hazard, Lucas Digne, Johan Cabaye, and more recently, Lini Yoro, all developed there before earning lucrative moves to Europe's elite clubs. In August 2023, Bouaddi signed his first professional contract. Since then, his rise has been nothing short of remarkable. Following his outstanding performances on both the club and international stage, his market value has surged dramatically, turning him into Lille's most valuable asset and one of Europe's hottest young midfield prospects. But what exactly makes him so special? Standing at 1.86 meters, Bouaddi combines physical presence with remarkable elegance on the ball. Last season, he recorded 151 ball recoveries, 59 successful tackles, and won 142 duels in League One. Those numbers reveal a player capable of winning possession, but statistics only tell half the story. What truly separates Bouaddi from many defensive midfielders is what happens immediately after he regains the ball. He doesn't clear it aimlessly. He doesn't panic. Instead, he lifts his head, scans the pitch, and instantly transforms defense into attack. Modern football demands midfielders who think 2 or 3 passes ahead. Bouaddi already does. His passing statistics tell the same story. He completed 899 successful passes with an impressive 84.7% accuracy, often receiving possession in football's most dangerous areas before calmly progressing his team up the pitch. That's exactly the type of midfielder elite possession teams crave. And Bouaddi isn't simply a recycler of possession. He creates. Last season, he produced 21 chances while registering 53 touches inside the opposition penalty area. For someone capable of anchoring midfield, those attacking numbers are incredibly encouraging. He doesn't merely stop attacks, he starts them. The moment possession changes hands, his mentality changes too. Defender, playmaker, progressor, all within seconds. One performance announced him to European football. On October 2nd, 2024, his 18th birthday, Bouaddi started against Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. Few birthdays come with a tougher challenge. Across from him stood a midfield containing Jude Bellingham, Federico Valverde, and Eduardo Camavinga. Yet Bouaddi never looked intimidated. He embraced the occasion. Lille shocked the European champions with a famous 1-0 victory, and the teenager played with maturity far beyond his years, showing exactly why scouts across Europe had begun following his every move. If Madrid introduced him to Europe, the World Cup introduced him to the world. Against Brazil, millions witnessed why so many believe he represents the future of Morocco's midfield. Despite making his World Cup debut at just 18, he played with astonishing composure. Facing experienced internationals including Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and Vinicius Jr., Bouaddi refused to be overwhelmed. He completed around 90% of his passes, recorded 9 ball recoveries, won 8 of his 11 ground duels, and repeatedly disrupted Brazil's rhythm through perfectly timed interceptions and tackles. The occasion never looked too big, because the player never made it look that way. Even against France, although Morocco suffered defeat, Bouaddi once again displayed flashes of his enormous potential. Competing against experienced midfielders such as Adrien Rabiot and Manu Kone, he maintained 86% passing accuracy, completed 3 tackles, and recovered possession 7 times. For an 18-year-old competing on football's biggest stage, those are the performances of someone destined for much more. So, why Manchester City? Because Maresca's football demands midfielders who solve problems before they appear, players comfortable receiving possession under pressure, players capable of controlling tempo, breaking opposition presses, and launching attacks with intelligence rather than panic. Bouaddi checks every box. He has the defensive awareness to protect the back line, the technical quality to dominate possession, the confidence to escape pressure, and perhaps most importantly, the mentality to shine when the spotlight burns brightest. Manchester City have built dynasties through extraordinary midfielders. If history repeats itself, Ayyoub Bouaddi might just be the next name added to that legendary list.